I'm Frank Harris of H D Services, and we design, supply and install open loop ground source heat pump systems. We're a drilling company of over 30 years standing and decided to get involved in open loop ground source heat pumps as a natural progression because we already take water out of the ground and put water back into the ground via soakaways. So putting the water through an open loop ground source heat pump system was an obvious choice of development for us as a company. Because the sun heats the earth every day of the year, the ground, once you're a couple of meters down, for the next couple of 100 meters, is at around about 11 degrees centigrade. Now, if we can abstract water out of the ground that's in physical contact with that strata, then it's going to be at 11 degrees centigrade, and we've got boreholes that have been taking water out of the ground at that temperature for decades. We take water out of the ground and use that water, which is at ground temperature, to pass through an open loop ground source heat pump. So rather than pump an antifreeze through loop pipes buried in the ground, we actually use natural groundwater as the heat source for a heat pump. Within the heat pump there is a closed circuit, and the water is used to heat a gas which is then put through compressors which heats it even higher and transfers heat to the distribution system within the house. The water we abstract at 11 degrees C passes through the heat pump, and we then put it back into the ground at 6 degrees centigrade. Now, depending on the site conditions, if we can discharge that water back into the ground above the water table, then that water is recouping temperature as it permeates back through the ground to the water table. Also, if we have enough width to ensure that we take the water out of the ground upstream of the recharge borehole, you are never going to get anything other than 11 degrees C water out of the ground. These systems are most efficient when used with underfloor heating, where the water temperature doesn't have to be as high as it would be were it to be passed through radiators. We specialise in domestic installations where the amount of water required does not exceed 20,000 litres per day. The 20,000 litre per day limit is set by the Environment Agency to protect the aquifers from derogation. If we construct a water supply borehole, we provide both the Environment Agency and the British Geological Survey with a record of the borehole log, not only to provide them with valuable feedback, information on hydrogeology, but also to protect the client's abstraction from derogation. The government have issued the Renewable heat incentive, which is payable to people who are self-builders to assist in the outlay of putting in an open loop ground source heat pump system. It's payable over a 7-year period, and the amount that you'll get paid will depend upon the installation. We deal with both the MCS and the RHI, and as a company would assist in completing the necessary paperwork. If you would like to find out more, simply visit our website. From the postcode of your site, we will be able to tell you whether or not the project is feasible.